many couples who are coming to the fertility units, when we suggest them for laparoscopy or hysteroscopy procedures, they will tell, no madam, actually we are having so much tension for the laparoscopy, my wife is having so much tension, she doesn't want to undergo laparoscopy procedure, and without any laparoscopy or any other procedure, you please continue the treatment whatever you want to give. No, but it is wrong. Laparoscopy and hysteroscopy procedures are very small procedures, only needs half an hour time to do, and we will come to know many problems why the people are not having children. What is the reason? Whether it is a problem of uterus, whether it is a problem of tubes, whether it is a problem of ovary, whether it is any previous infection problem. Yes, you have to undergo laparoscopy to know all the problems of this uterus, the shape of the uterus, whether the uterus is bending down, whether it is bending back, and the tubes are proper, the tubes and ovary relationship, whether the ovaries are having any problem. Suppose if the ovaries are having PCOS, and then we will puncture the cyst and we will remove the androgen hormone, and then afterwards again we can give very good kind of injections, and so that the good eggs will be producing, and then the ovulation will occur. So laparoscopy is very important. So if there is any infection, if there is any hydrosalpinx or pyosalpinx, pus formation in the tubes, or hematosalpinx, or if there is any chocolate cysts or any fibroids, whether to remove or not, everything we can decide and we can proceed accordingly. And it is a small procedure, one small hole will be created below the umbilicus, and then we put a port and then laparoscope, and then we introduce some CO2 gas to bloat the abdomen, and then we will see the structures in the abdomen, all reproductive organs will be clearly seen, and we can do very clearly, we can give the treatment very properly, and we can do the treatment accordingly. Then hysteroscopy. Coming to the hysteroscopy procedure. Hysteroscopy, there is no hole, nothing, and simply we have to introduce the microscope into the uterine cavity through the external os and internal os, and then we will dilate the cavity, we will dilate the internal os, and then we enter into the cavity. We just put a small microscope, very thin microscope, and we will see all the walls surrounding the endometrial cavity, anterior wall, posterior wall, two lateral walls, fundus, whether there is any problem, whether there is any flimsy adhesions, polyps or fibroids or septum or any sloughing or necrosis, everything will be clearly seen, and we can remove the thing and we can remove the problem. And if there is any like suspected area, then we will take one small biopsy and we will send it for histopathological examination. Then if there is anything, we can remove, we can clear, we can do D&C also sometimes. One small polyp is there, we remove the polyp. Small septum is there, we remove the septum, will come out. And the patient will take rest for after 3 hours, we will discharge the patient. For laparoscopy, after 6 hours, we will discharge the patient. And we will see the atmosphere of the bed, that is the endometrial cavity, where the baby goes there, where the embryo is implanting, whether the place is very clear to have implantation. If the bed is proper, then the baby will go and lie down there very happily. Then the implantation occurs properly. That is the reason endometrial cavity is at most important area where we are keeping the embryo, and the embryo feels to lie down there. Even the endometrium should feel that the baby is there and we have to produce the proper nidation. Then only, because it is the mutual understanding. Every endometrium cannot receive the baby within 1 month period. Sometimes it may take 2 months period. Why? There is no proper environment in the endometrial cavity. That is the reason the baby doesn't want to sleep there, doesn't want to live there. So this is why laparoscopy and hysteroscopy procedures are very basic and very important procedures before undergoing any IVF or ICSI procedure. And any complications we may encounter, madam? That's what actually many couples will ask. No, nothing. There are few complications, maybe some wound infection for few people, or maybe some gastritis like of feeling for just that night and all, and it will be reduced and no much pain, and next day itself the person will go for their normal activities. There is no pain at all. For hysteroscopy people there is no pain at all. Only 5 days we will advise them not to go for coitus. That's it. And for laparoscopy period 1 or 2 stitches will be there, and those stitches will be removed after 1 week. After laparoscopy, what will happen? Sometimes usually we will remove all the blocks and all. There is one dye we will pass and we will clear the tubes, both the tubes we clear. That is called tubal patency during laparoscopy. So whenever the tubes are clear, next month immediately they will get pregnancy. Within 3-4 months usually many people will get pregnancy after the clearance of everything automatically. If they don't get pregnancy within 6 months of period, again we have to increase the or change the treatment method. So this is very important for you people to undergo laparoscopy and hysteroscopy in fertility units, and this is the common test. Actually common, it is a small surgical procedure but not painful, definitely.